Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Ombre Alert. I am back. I know you guys missed me, but in this video I have like a really serious topic. I posted a picture recently and a lot of people was asking me was I okay and everything like that, so I think that it's really important that I tell you guys why I've been gone for a whole month. And I didn't really plan on being gone that long, but this topic is, like I said, very serious, and I just want to not only help myself but help other people at the same time. So as you can see by the title, it's very serious. I think I said that like 3 times already, but I survived getting hit by a car. It's real, it's not a joke. I really got hit by a car last month, and I'm here just to tell you guys what happened. So I work, I have a job. I usually, in DC we have a metro system, so I catch the metro, I catch the bus sometimes, but mostly I just catch the metro and I walk. So what happened was I was leaving work and I was close to home. I was actually like 2 blocks away and from my house, and I got hit by a car. And it's been like really challenging just trying to be okay mentally and physically. I was walking across the street and I didn't have my headphones in or my phone on me. It was like drizzling a little bit, so I think that was a sign from God to like put my phone away. So I had my phone in like my work bag inside of my purse, so I was paying attention. I was looking both ways, and a car had signaled me to like walk across the street, so I started to walk, and then all of a sudden I heard the engine like rev up, like somebody stepped on the gas, and by that time it was like too late. So I turned like this and the car just hit me, like it's really hard, and I just remember being like in the air for like a minute, and then I hit the ground really hard. So once that happened, I was just in extreme pain. I didn't know where the pain was coming from. The person that hit me didn't stop, didn't get out the car, just kept driving, and I was in the street for like a good 4 minutes, and all I remember doing was like screaming to the top of my lungs because I didn't want to get hit in the street again. So I was just screaming, like asking for someone to help me, and a lady stopped and she asked me what happened, and I told her, and she called my mom, and she called the ambulance, and then more people came, and it was a lot of people out there to help me. And thank God there was actually a nurse that lived on that same street, so she helped me. In between this, I was just like moving my neck, moving my arms just to make sure like everything was okay. And I just remember like trying to get up, but I couldn't get up off the ground. And I tried to move one leg, and I could see that my leg was fine, but the other one wasn't fine. Like I couldn't move it at all. It was very scary, but I do feel like God put angels in my corner for a reason. And I didn't feel like I was going to die. I didn't feel like it was over. I was still breathing. It was hard to breathe. And I just remember being like, I need some water. Does anybody have any water? Like I can't breathe. The ambulance came, and I heard my sister's voice, and they gave me some medicine because my leg was kind of twisted the other way. So they gave me medicine before they put my leg into this like cast thing so they could put me on a stretcher. But after that, I just remember waking up in the hospital, and them telling me that I needed to have surgery, or I was going to have a shorter leg. And I was just really confused and scared, and I never had surgery before, so this was like insane to me, like just having to have surgery, like it was very necessary. So what they told me was that my hip bone was broken, and specifically the femur bone. And the femur is the hip bone that connects, it's the long bone that connects your hip to your knee. So the whole thing on my left side was broken. And that was just, I remember like feeling like something wasn't right here. When I was laying down in the street, I remember feeling like that. It was very, very, very scary. Like my glasses was broken, and when I record, I don't wear glasses just because it's more comfortable for me, but I have glasses that I wear every day just to see. Like, I don't have reading glasses, I got regular glasses, but my glasses was broke, and I love those glasses so much. My glasses broke, so I couldn't really see, and I just remember talking to the PDA doctor. His name was Carlos. He was just wonderful. Like, he just really made me feel like he cared about me. Like, he cared from the moment he saw me to like the moment I left the hospital. So the first night I'm in the hospital, I guess I was supposed to have the surgery. I thought I was going to have the surgery immediately, but I had the surgery the next morning. And I had the surgery the next morning. Thank God they like put me under and everything, so I didn't feel anything that happened, but I did feel, of course, when I woke up from the surgery, I felt all the pain or whatever, and it was excruciating. They gave me like, IV meds and everything. I had tubes all in my arms, and they put this machine, well, not a machine, it's like a weight. They had a weight tied to some string at the bottom of like my foot, so that my foot could just stay like straight instead of being like this like all night. So I had that on my leg before the surgery. But after the surgery, I felt my leg was just so heavy, like, and specifically with the surgery is that they put a metal rod inside of my leg so that my broken bones can heal, and that there will be new bone that will grow on the outside of the metal pole, so that my leg will start to eventually feel normal. But the rod is just so that I can move, like I'll be able to like eventually walk like normally again. But after that, they told me that I lost some blood, like some of my blood cells were gone during my surgery, so I had to have a blood transfusion. And in between this, they kept telling me that my heart rate was too high, and I just feel like I was just constantly worried and constantly nervous. I think that's why my heart rate was going up and down the whole time. While I was inside the hospital, like my sister came to see me. That made me feel so much better. My mom was there. She came, she spent the night with me. I was in the hospital for like 4 days. So this happened August the 21st, and I got released from the hospital on the 26th. So I was in the hospital for like a good 5 days. What happened? I couldn't really eat. Like, I just did not have an appetite. I just remember like having to pee a whole lot, and I couldn't, like, that was one thing that got me too, was that I had no energy whatsoever. So I couldn't even lift myself up mostly. So I had to use like a butt pan. And it's basically like a mini potty. So I had to like lift myself up and use that to pee. And that's how I used the bathroom the whole time. After my blood transfusion, I felt better. Because I was feeling really weak at first. After that, I started to feel better. I started to eat a little bit better. I started to feel better too, like stronger. And I think their goal in the hospital they was basically like, once you have the surgery, you can go home. But I knew I wasn't ready. Like I felt so weak, I couldn't even move. So for the next couple of days after the blood transfusion, they were trying to get me to like practice to walk. And I just knew I couldn't do it. Like, I think it was just because like I didn't have my mom there or somebody familiar. So it was just like the doctors or whatever putting pressure on me. And I couldn't do it. I didn't feel strong enough. I just felt so worried the whole time.